It is December 1st, 2024, and sporadically I will be covering missing person cases in Not Home for the holidays. There is still people out there that are missing their loved ones that just seem to vanish, and nobody has no clue as to where they can be. The first case I would like to cover is Marsha Kaye Lyle out of Seal, Alabama, which is not too far from where I currently reside. Marsha Kaye Lyle, her birthday was October 18th, and on her Facebook page, people still say happy birthday and wish her well, and that they miss her, and that they're praying for her. She has been missing since May 8th, 2020, when she just seemingly vanished into thin air. Marsha was 41 years old then. Marsha was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, which is a combination of schizophrenia and bipolar. This disorder is believed to have been caused by an inoperable brain tumor she lived with for years. Marsha is a devout Seventh-day Adventist and a youth leader for the Pathfinders program at her church. She graduated from the University of Florida. Due to Marsha's religious beliefs, she doesn't engage in drugs or alcohol. Marsha is single, and she refers to Jesus as her husband. She even named her car Baby Jesus. Marsha's mother, Elaine Thomason, and her sister were healthcare surrogates for Marsha. She would check in with them every Tuesday and Thursday. According to NBC News, Marsha was living in Seal, Alabama, to be closer to her church family. On May 5th, 2020, Martha's mother requested the second welfare check. The property manager discovered Marsha in her bed, quote, not her normal self, end quote. According to the neighbors, Marsha packed up her car that same day and she drove away. Now, on May 29, 2020, Marsha's mother received a tow receipt in the mail. Marsha's car was towed from a highway in Jacksonville, Florida. The car had been left abandoned. It's believed Marsha was traveling to Florida to visit her mother. Now, Marsha and her mother, they share a bank account, a joint bank account. So she was able to track some of the movement based on her daughter using the account. Marsha stopped at a gas station in Lake Pana, Florida, on May 6th, and she booked a room at Port LaBelle Inn for a week, but she ended up checking out that next morning. Marsha was trying to get to her mother in Clowiston, Florida, which was only 30 minutes away from where she was, but they believed that she got confused. She made other purchases in Northport and Sarasota that same day. Marsha purchased gas at a Pilot gas station in Jasper, Florida at 12:56 p.m., and that was her final purchase using the joint bank account. Now, Marsha's family, they wanted to file a missing persons report in Florida, but they was told that they had to file it where she went missing. So that would be Seal, Alabama. Now, this is what the police said. Though it was clear that Marsha was in Florida, Marsha was spotted on a Walgreens surveillance on Phillips Highway. That was where her car was abandoned. Her sister said that Marsha, who again looks younger than her years of being 41 at the time, she looked like she was in her 70s, not a woman that was 41 years old. Marsha may need medical assistance. Marsha's mother would drive to Seal, Alabama and file that missing persons report, but she could be anywhere. She clearly left Alabama. She was in Florida at the time. Where'd she go? What happened to her? After multiple searches and a private investigator, they yield no answers. The family would call area hospitals, shelters. They would check arrest reports, but still, absolutely nothing. Her sister said that Marsha loved to be alone with God, so maybe she went to a wooded area just for peace and quiet. But she would have contacted somebody by now. She would not have stayed away or not contact anyone this long. Marsha still has her cell phone with her. It has not been found. They're worried. When Marsha gets sick, she doesn't eat, she loses weight, she gets confused from her illness, and they just want to know that she's okay. And this was almost 4.5, going into 5 years ago. This woman has been missing. Marsha is described as being 5'4" tall, 140 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She often wears head covering. She has a scar on her hip from a childhood dog bite, and she has scars on her stomach from a feeding tube. She has a scar on her breast from breast implant removal, and she has a patch of gray hair in the front of her head. She's very likable. She will give someone the shirt off her back. She tells everyone Jesus loves you when she meets them. And they still have no clue, not an answer to what has happened to Marsha Kaye Lyle. Did she meet with foul play? It didn't mention that there was anything wrong with her car from the articles that I read, so it didn't seem like she needed someone's assistance. She clearly had gas in her car. We know that. That was her last purchase. But what happened to Marsha? Did something happen to her on that highway? Or did somebody leave her car on that highway? It's the what ifs. It's the what happened. It's the where is she? And still, again, there has been no answers all these years. And yes, her family just wants closure. They just want to know that Marsha Kaye Lyle is okay. She's loved, she's wanted, and she's missed. Marsha Kaye Lyle.